Good morning, everybody. It's Ian here from the Sports Card Side Hustle and Cards IQ, and I'm bringing to you another grading reveal. And this one, to me, is interesting. It's controversial. I got a little bit of karma on this one, but I think it'll all work out for me in the end, and it's all right. It's the way it goes sometimes. I'm telling you that because I have an idea of the grades, right? But I'm still going to do this suspenseful start grade reveal. I like that in the PSA app. I always find that interesting. It's fun. But I did get notified of an upcharge, but yet the grades on these aren't great combined in combination, and I'll explain that. But I've got two huge cards here, and the irony is that after I get them, wiped clean with a microfiber cloth, trying to have the surface good, I ran them both through ChatGPT, and they both estimated with a high probability of a PSA 10, and they're both two huge cards. Rookie quarterbacks in their second year who were trending up when I got them. Drake Maye has continued to trend up even further, much further. Just on fire, MVP caliber season, might break the record for completion percentage, one of the highest passer ratings of all time. The other one was JJ McCarthy. Right after I received the card, he got injured and he hadn't had a great game as the card was in the mail. So I have a Drake Maye rookie Prizm Color Blast 2024, and I have a JJ McCarthy rookie black Pandora Downtown out of 25, right? Those cards in 10s at their peak, both over $5,000 cards. So I was prepared for an upcharge, okay? I didn't feel that JJ McCarthy, if it sold today, would still be over $5,000 at a PSA 10. And then you'll see what happens with the Drake Maye, but I'll show you the whole story here. So we'll start the grading reveal. Keep in mind, I looked at these cards closely, checked them both out. Take a look at the back of this card. Do you see anything bad with the surface? I can't find it. And I'm going to flip it, and you'll see why I'm saying this. And it got a PSA 7, okay? But there's grader's notes with it. I'll show you the grader's notes. And the grader's notes claim that there's like multiple small marks or indentations in the middle back. To me, I think they could be talking about the color from the Color Blast, and it could be confusion, but I don't know. All right, now let me flip the JJ McCarthy Optic Downtown. Black Pandora out of 25, serialized. You could see it's number 12 out of 25. Great card, especially if he performs, right? And he did beat the Lions this weekend. That's helping me right now. So I flip it. That's a PSA 10. The irony here, as I was seeing the gradings about to finish on these, I thought I was going to get upcharged for sure on the JJ McCarthy, and that'd be the most recent on that now sold for near $7,000. And I thought I thought I'd be getting upcharged on the Drake Maye, if that's not what I said, on the Drake Maye Color Blast, because the most recent was now up to near $7,000, and I paid around $2,800. This card here, I paid $3,600 raw, and I thought the value was coming way down, and the 10s might even be down less than $5,000. But there hasn't been any sales in months. Okay, so that was two people's point. Now I did go back with them. I have emails. They have told me they'd give me an exception on this card here because it's going straight to auction. If it does not sell for over $5,000, they will give me back that upcharge, because I went to a supervisor while I was contemplating whether to pay that upcharge or not. But the auction has started very well, and JJ McCarthy beat the Lions this weekend. All right, so I have a few things with this. My estimate grade tracker, the Drake Maye, was estimated at 10. 90% probability. They couldn't find anything in the photos I provided. So is that a flaw on the ChatGPT app, or did something go wrong? Then the McCarthy, something happened to the data here. I got to go back and look, but it definitely had estimated it at 10 before. I have to go back and restore that. I've had a little bit of trouble with this table where it got corrupt, but I'm going to fix that here for you guys. And then to show you guys like the email and how the upcharges work for those of you that aren't sure, right? I got an email and I got upcharged to $5.99 on that McCarthy because they're assuming it's over $5,000. All right. I don't like it because I don't feel comfortable that is over a $5,000 card, but I had these going straight to auction. So I will show you how it's going so far. And I had plenty of communication with them. But I'm tracking my auctions, and it's halfway through the JJ McCarthy auction, and it's at 3,900. Okay, now that Drake Maye is only at 1725. It is lower because it's a 7. That's still pretty strong for a 7 halfway through the auction. He is just on fire. Let me show you then too what the purchases were like, so you guys can see that. So you know, transparency. Okay, so after taxes and shipping and all that, which was a lot on a card this expensive, I paid over $3,800, but it was $3,600 was the sales price on the McCarthy. And let's just review and be sure. Drake Maye, after taxes, he took my offer at $2,800. So you can see after taxes it was $2,972. The original price he wanted was $3,500, but the last sale on that card is now near $7,000. It's huge. So on a PSA 10, I should say, which is really what I thought I was going to get. So you should never expect a 10. That's a lesson learned. I'm going to keep trying with ChatGPT to get a bigger data set to see what's accurate and what's not. But then my question is, would you guys have sent this for a review? I did go back and forth with PSA trying to learn the process on a review. The problem with a review, if you don't agree with the grade once it's slabbed, they make you pay for the shipping and insurance back to you, and then send it back for a review, because their policy and legally they don't feel that they should allow you to submit for a review if you haven't seen the card in person since the grading. I really have my doubts about this card and grade, but I decided I didn't want to go back and forth with all that time and money spent for likely the best that I've ever heard of in a grading review with PSA, with a PSA slab card, is an increase of 1 grade. So I just decided to take the loss on this one because I think it'll be a big gain on the other card with it, and I'm hoping that he's on fire enough that this gets up into the 2000s. Okay, so let me know your thoughts and your feelings. Maybe this was karma for me, and my post recently about upcharges and defending them. I still believe in the upcharge process. They did listen to me and communicate back and forth and take my data. The McCarthy hasn't been graded or doesn't have any sales since August. So I pointed that out and I said, look, man, it's going straight to auction. So in a 7-day auction, you should consider this the most recent sale, since there is no recent sales data and all McCarthys are down like 40% compared to the value used. So they did seem receptive to that. They said they would take a look, and if it sells for under $5,000, they would consider reversing that upcharge. So wish me luck. I'm either going to get a over a $5,000 sale, or I'm going to get that upcharge back. All right, so please hit those like and subscribe buttons. Let me know what you think of these cards that I'm picking, what you think of the process, and did I deserve that upcharge or not? And should I have paid to review that Drake Maye? I cannot find anything on it, and all the photos just had it as a pristine card. All right, so please hit those like and subscribe buttons. Have a good rest of the week, everybody. Thank you.